moments ago, Donald Trump arrives at a New York courthouse for closing arguments in a civil fraud trial. Yesterday, a judge ruled he could not speak during those closing arguments. Instead, he spoke outside the courtroom. Let's take a listen.
Well, thank you very much. As you know, we consider this an unconstitutional witch hunt. It's election interference at the highest level. It's a disgrace. It's in coordination with the White House and Joe Biden because you can't win a campaign fairly. And we're going through it, but it is indeed a terrible witch hunt. We're going to have a news conference a little bit later on. As you know, I want to speak. I want to make the summation. At this moment, the judge is not letting me make the summation because I'll bring up things that he doesn't want to hear. And it's a very unfair trial. Nobody's seen anything like this. I don't think they've ever seen anything like this. We have a situation where a statute was used that doesn't give me a jury, so I have no jury. I really have no rights, and it's and nobody thinks it's constitutional. People, legal scholars are writing about it like it's something they've never seen before. So it's interference. It's political interference. And it's something that shouldn't be allowed. So I am hoping to speak and to help my lawyers reveal all of the defects of this case. It should have never been brought. Very, very strong financial statements. They thought it was the opposite. They had no idea because I'm a private company. Then they saw them knock their socks off. They couldn't believe it. But great financial statements. Everything is good. We have a level of detail in our defense that nobody's ever had. This is a case that should have never been brought, and it was brought. And it's very unfair, and it's very bad for New York State. Companies are fleeing, people are fleeing, the streets are crime-ridden, and Letitia James, that's all she thinks about is get Trump. She's been dreaming about it for years, and it's, you know, it's not the way a state should be run. Because this is a state that's been in big trouble. You have all the businesses fleeing, and you have the people fleeing, the people that pay taxes. People that don't pay taxes are coming in, so that's not what you want. So I want to thank you. We're going to have a news conference today around, we don't know the time, we'll notify you, but sometime in the early afternoon at 40 Wall Street. So we'll give a news conference where we can actually speak and have a microphone here, because even that they don't want us to have. They really don't want us to speak too much. So we'll see whether or not the judge allows me to speak. Perhaps he won't, but I certainly would like to. Thank you very much.
And a dramatic backdrop to what we're seeing in court, because before the proceeding got underway, there was a bomb threat at the home, the Long Island home of the judge overseeing the case, but the court still vowing to proceed as planned as authorities investigate that. Meantime, national political correspondent Alex Miller, she was outside the courthouse this morning and has more on what we can expect inside court today.
Well, this is a back and forth that has lasted more than a week, all happening via email, where the former president's team said that he would be part of those closing arguments. The Attorney General's office immediately responding to this email, saying that they objected to it because they said it would disrupt the orderly administration of justice or unfairly prejudice the prosecution's interest. Now, the judge said that he was going to allow Trump to speak as long as he agreed to certain conditions, including not introducing new evidence, testifying, or commenting on irrelevant matters. And this is really where that back and forth ensued. The former president would not agree to those terms. The judge said, take it or leave it. He said, you cannot present closing arguments if you do not agree to these terms. Went radio silent on the Trump team, where finally they responded, only saying he would be presenting closing arguments, ignoring effectively the judge's email. And because of that, the judge said that he did not acknowledge that he would abide by those rules, and therefore he would not be allowed to speak. Now, we expect Trump to come in around 10 o'clock this morning when closing arguments are set to begin. His lawyers will present their closing arguments, expected to be at least 2 hours. Then the prosecution gets their turn. They're expected to last around an hour. Now, the Trump team had originally asked for the entire proceedings to be moved because Melania Trump's mother passed away Tuesday. The judge denied this request. He's the one who's going to make the decision in this case. There is no jury. It's unclear how long it's going to take, but obviously this has been a tumultuous experience in this courtroom since court began on October 2nd. It's been particularly tense between the Trump team and the judge. Now, we know Trump has a long list of legal issues to weed through over the course of 2024, but it's not even his only issue in this area this week. The day after the Iowa caucus, there's another case set to start just down the block. That one's related to E. Jean Carroll. Alex Miller, Scripps News, New York.